need another therapy session.
Like, I'll tell you, there's one thing about me you should know. I don't hold myself in the highest respects.
Because I'm insecure, you can't tell.
And I don't assume.
I don't care.
Yeah. Well, because this is strange.
Why are you telling me like your problems, bro?
At this point, I have to
address
it. At this point, I have to address it.
And that's why yellow makes me sad, I think.
That's interesting. You know what makes me sad? You do! Maybe we should chug on over to Mamby-Pamby land, where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon! Tissue? Cry, baby.
If we can agree that a developing human life doesn't have its own life, how are you killing it?
Are they dead?
Are they dead?
No.
Wait, sorry, repeat that again?
So if a fetus is developing, and I don't mean like maturing and growing, because that's not the same. That would be an equivocation with that term, because it means two different things in those two different contexts. Because I know that's probably where you're going to go next. If the only reason it's developing and growing, like just forming the parts to where they can become functional and persist on their own, with the woman, like you
still exploring viability,
using her life, being incubated.
You're not just a carrier, you're an incubator.
It's not fair to say that it already has a life of its own at that point in time.
Oh, it absolutely does. It absolutely does have a life of its own.
Really?
I don't know why you would say that it doesn't.
So if you were,
what is life when you think you know?
were to just remove the woman, let's say at like 10 weeks, you were to just snap your fingers, right? Fantasy world, right? Well, like this would be easy for you because you live in a fantasy world.
You live in a fantasy land.
Snap your fingers and the woman disappears.
I'm the one that lives in a fantasy world. Wow.
Let's say
You're
you
that
just
delusional?
literally,
That's
you
crazy.
literally unplugged it. You unplugged it like a PlayStation from the wall.
I can't stop looking.
I was an incubator baby.
If it had a life of its own, it would be able to persist, would it not?
Still exploring viability.
No, that's not what it means to have a life of your own.
Oh well, that's what I understand that phrase to mean. So
That's
how
not
am
what
I
that
incorrect?
means. No, it
How
doesn't.
am I incorrect? How am I incorrect? It seems to be contingent on the
So the
mother's
reason
life. So
you
I
asked me a
understand
question and then
how-
you literally started talking after you asked the
Well,
question,
because-
right?
Let me answer this. Stupid question.
Because when you,
So the reason why I didn't ask for an explanation for why you interrupted. I'm asking you to stop so I can respond to what you said, right?
Yeah, so when you
So
say
the reason,
correct to me, that's
oh
what
my
I
god,
think.
I'm just gonna talk over you because honestly you can't stop talking, right? So the reason why it would be incorrect for you to say that is because all
Yes.
you're just describing is just something trivial. You're just saying that the fetus can't live outside the womb. No fucking shit. You can't
Still exploring viability.
live underwater. You can't live in space either.
Again,
all
like
you're
the-
saying is
wait,
that
hold
hold
on,
on, sir,
we're
hold on,
equivocating
sir,
again.
hold
No,
on,
we're
sir, hold on,
equivocating
sir,
again.
hold
No,
on, sir,
no,
hold on,
I
sir,
have to stop
hold
you,
on,
'cause
sir.
Now you're just about to make
Hold on, son.
a fallacious
Of course,
argument.
it's true that human beings can only live given
Okay,
specific sets of
okay,
conditions at very
okay.
specific
You're
points
just
in their
making
life.
a fallacious argument
When the
at this
fetus
point,
is in the
and I know
womb,
that-
the
I know
womb
that
is the only
sophists
place
like
that
you
permits
are
the
used
fetus
to
to
doing
live.
it.
Just like
Still exploring viability.
how when you're outside the
I know that
womb,
sophists like
there's
you are
only a
used
set
to
of
doing
conditions
it.
that
No,
permits
it's not the same
you
thing,
to live.
Kay. We have to go back.
But that
Kay,
doesn't
we
mean
have
that
to
you're
go
not a
back.
living organism that has
Kay.
specialized cell
Okay,
functions
we have to
that
go
are ordered
back,
towards
Kay.
the reproduction
I'm not being
and the betterment of your own life.
You're not just a carrier, you're an incubator.
I'm
right?
not being
That's the
incubated.
difference there.
Hey, the difference is I'm not
so the
being
point that you're
incubated.
making is
I
just
don't
You're an incubator.
have to
trivial. It's
be
just
incubated.
obvious.
No,
Like
it's not
it really
trivial.
isn't
Hold
actually
on.
an important point
No,
at all.
Again, the
And I also don't
equivocation
think
is
you know
with
what
the
trivial
word
means
life.
either.
The equivocation is with the word life. It means two different things in that.
You
in that, in
haven't
that
defined
scenario.
life at all.
Of
So
course.
thank you.
What is life when you think you know?
Thank you for the
can't
gifts,
live
by the way,
under-
Nate.
Of
I
course,
appreciate that.
I can't live underwater. Okay, why would you think that I could live underwater? That's strange.
Why would you think the
So-
fetus can live outside the womb? That's strange. Why would you think that?
Still exploring viability.
Because when I say have a life of its own, I'm picturing something that has all of the parts formed that are functional to where it could at least, at the very least, be
What
born
parts?
alive.
What parts?
Be born alive and persist on its own without having to be incubated.
What
An incubator.
I think
parts?
that's a fair. I
What
think
parts?
What parts make up the human body? Oh shit!
No,
this is
no, no.
gonna be
What
tough for
parts
me.
need to be developed such that they can
What-
be
yeah,
worthy
I
of
mean,
moral
again,
consideration on your
another
view?
personal failure. I'm not a biologist. I mean, whatever parts need to be developed and functional to where the body can persist on its own, where it doesn't need to be incubated to even
You're an incubator.
just
Yeah,
grow
what
those
parts? Oh, so you're just saying that until
yeah.
it becomes viable is all you're saying?
Is that what that means? Is that
I think he understands.
what that means?
Yeah, that's generally
Okay.
that's the
So then-
that's the
so
inference
that's-
that people typically make from such a statement.
Well,
yeah.
so if that's what I'm describing, then I guess that's what that means, right? All right.
You don't
great.
even know what viability is? Do you know what viability is?
So then, I would
Wait,
say
no,
at that point,
let's not run from this. Do you know what viability is? Yes or no?
Hold on.
Textbook deflection.
So I would say at that point in
Don't
time.
run. Do you know what viability is? Yes or
again,
no?
Again, with the fucking tropes, the running and the you're not tracking.
He doesn't know what
you
viability
people don't
is.
even know how to. And the pointing out that I don't know.
He doesn't understand any of this.
Do you know what
This
viability
so
is?
Strange. So anyway, well, Kate, didn't
This
I just
guy is trying to
explain it?
talk about abortion and he doesn't even know what
Kate,
viability is.
Kate,
Oh
didn't
my
I just,
god, dude.
Kate,
You're
didn't
lost,
I just
man.
explain
You're
it?
actually
Didn't
lost.
I just explain it to you?
We'll all be lost in the sauce.
He's lost his way.
Okay, do you want to, like, if you don't want to continue, man, like, I gotta tell you, another thing with me, like, if my brain is trying to get a point out and you want me to go back and, like, be pedantic on fucking, definitions of terms and shit, it's gonna ruin it. It's just gonna ruin it.
Tell me what viability
Like,
was. Go ahead.
you're edging me, dude, at this point.
Wait, what did you say?
So, I would
I
say...
have no
since-
interest in
since-
edging you. Can you tell me
so
what viability
since what
was? Yes or no?
Well, you probably...
No, I'm straight. So.
Oh, I'm straight. Respectable.
Do you think? I mean, I can only imagine what your thoughts on that is.
What is viability? Can you just tell us what it is?
Well, I
or
just
no?
Why can't you just answer the question?
explained it. That's why we had an understanding. I don't
Which
understand why you want me
was?
to go back.
I didn't catch that.
So
I forgot what it
would
was. Can you
say
remind me again?
At that point in time, I would say at that point in time, it has a
Why
life
are you
of
trying to
its own.
flirt with me, bro? I don't want you. Just tell me what viability is.
I would
There can be no flirting, no innuendo.
say at that point in time, it has a life of its own. Do you?
This guy
do
has
you not
regressed
agree?
to the point where he's actually trying to flirt with me now. This
Oh,
is how
my
embarrassing
goodness.
it is. What is viability? Just tell me.
Dude, this is look.
Stop trying to flirt with me and just tell me what viability is, bro. Like, holy fuck.
Will you two stop flirting for a minute?
Dude, the edging comment was not a. Oh my god, this is
Why are you
this is
talking about
sad.
edging with
No,
another
seriously,
full-grown man on your panel? Are you sick in the head?
Are you 19?
Who is this man? Why is he after me?
What's wrong with this guy, bro?
Are you 19? Are you?
No,
are you
not even
actually
close.
Just, are you actually? I hope you're in your 30s.
Why are you worried about my age? What the fuck?
Because
First you wanted it.
like,
First he's flirting with
you
me,
know-
and now he's asking for my age. What the fuck?
no, it wasn't.
Who is this man? Why is he after me?
Is this guy good?
I wasn't flirting with you. So
He's not done.
anyway,
Okay, great.
what I said was, I don't think it's fair to say you're killing it just because it's biological life. I mean, cancer cells are biological life. I could say I'm killing cancer cells, but we don't really mean the word doesn't mean the same thing as it does, when I'm killing someone and committing murder. So it would be an equivocation there to say that's the same thing. I'm sure you understand what I just said. So I don't think it's fair to say you're killing anything until it has a life of its own.
Still exploring viability.
So all I take, the term taking a life to be is simply just something that's
Ending
living,
human life.
and
Just
you
ending human
end
life.
its life after it was living. And by that, I just mean a person, and I've already explained what I meant by person on my view.
So the biological reality, like just being of human life, like my semen. So is my semen not alive in that sense?
And because the combination of a man's sperm and a woman's egg can create a baby and continue the human race.